All right. Yeah, how was everyone? Yep. I wouldn't. No, it's harder. Yeah, not easier. Hardest part is the first jump. So the real YOLO skip is this. But it's really difficult because you get grabbed. Yeah, so it's normally counterclockwise, so this is a clockwise rotation with the baby. Yeah, I don't know if you just have to arm pump fast for that or... Kind of ridiculous. Close. Yeah, I mean, this is thanks to Stash. I mean, I got this one down. I mean, this is fine. I'll probably main this. Other than when that happens. It's really just about the first jump. I'll probably incorporate this in runs, yes. Getting grabbed in runs, yes. If I'm on like a super good run, probably not. You know. So I'm kind of messing around right now, but the key part of this I've noticed is basically just pressing, when you see Samus move, as long as you press jump shortly after you press run, you can kind of jump in a couple different spots. It's not particularly difficult, so it's like run jump. You just need like a frame of run speed for this to work like that. So I've noticed that as long as I just press jump right after run, it's not so bad. So I have to like tell myself consistently, jump right after you press run. And then I should feel fairly confident with it. This is about 2 seconds. And this, if we could get this shit consistent, which I don't know the secret to this other than arm pumping fast, to be even more time. What's up, Charles? Yeah, it's tough. There's got to be some sort of secret to it, or time to get it every time a hitbox. Yep. Yeah, I don't know how hitbox would improve your consistency for this. Maybe. There's got to be a way to have the baby be a little bit higher. Do I jump higher? Do I jump lower? Do I jump further to the left? Do I get more run speed? It's tough. It's tough to say on this. That looks terrible, so that was me jumping. That's close, but do I jump sooner? I don't know. That's not gonna work. That would not work. Maybe I need to whip it more to the left for this to work. It's tough. I also considered doing what TAS does. They morph and then on-morph, and that actually pushes the baby off of you, but that's a little bit tough. It has to do with hitbox. Like, your hitbox expands and then the baby, like, adjusts, but then that keeps kind of like that, but you have to, like, time that perfect, unfortunately. I know, oh, yeah, that was just for his setup. I think it's because this is the hardest part right here, but I think I have a good strat for this, Eddie. My strat for this is push forward. I can either look at the white in the background. See that white line in the background? I kind of get to this, and then I push jump, and then immediately after, or I push run. Immediately after you push run, all you do is press jump. You need like a couple frames of run speed, I've noticed. So as long, you can do it early too, I've tested, or you can do it late. As long as you press jump immediately after you press run for a few frames. Can you tap it a few times early on? I don't think so, because the baby, I tested this as well, to where I hold it first. Well, that worked. I couldn't get it to work earlier. Because the baby, I assume, needs to get lower into position before you push run, and then that increases the baby's speed when the baby is lower. No, this is Stashio discovered this. I believe, was it only Stash, or were there a couple? I believe it started off as a joke. He asked me if I could get the baby to spin clockwise. And that's all it takes. All it takes is clockwise rotation. And now we got 2-second time save. Which I feel good about this. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this and run. And get grabbed and then go, well, fuck, there goes my run. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do this and runs. That's 2 seconds. This is 4 jump. This is the 4 jump, I believe, right? Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, it's 4 jump. It's not easy, but it's not too hard. I'm lost. What are you trying to do? I'm literally doing it. This is the baby skip. So we're skipping the baby Metroid. Normally the baby Metroid latches onto Samus, and there's a cutscene that happens, this cutscene. But there was a different method found to skip the baby Metroid, which saves a couple seconds on the normal strat. So all I'm doing is testing and practicing right now. That's it. So yeah, I mean, I think I got the intro pretty good, and that's the hardest part, like I was saying before. The hardest part was for me to figure this out because you're so close to this silo. So I think I'm good. For the most part. I'm definitely going to miss it in runs if I go for it, but... Oh, I don't even see. What's the time save in the Moss room?
Stop making excuses.
I didn't even see what it was, actually. It is possible. So the hardest part, though, is the ending, because you get grabbed like that. So it's really insanely tight. All for 1 second. Yeah. I don't know how to make this work. Yeah. You ever get grabbed at the end with a 4 jump? You can, but it's less likely. Because that's normally how it looks, and that's pretty good. So if you do the other jump, it's like 3.5, including this room. This is like, it's like 2.5, 220, 2 seconds, 20 frames with the 4 jump. I think something like that. But this is just, I don't think I'm gonna go for this in a run unless there's a method found to make the baby not grab you. If you get grabbed and you go for it, this is what happens. You got slow motion. Because the game still feels like the baby is on Samus. So your run is done. Yeah. All you can do is either finish the game or save and reset. There we go. I know Zost got it. I don't know how long he sat there and tried, but I mean, you can do the 3 jump. I think it really comes down to arm pumps. That's close, but not quite. That's not gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, this is harder than spring ball. Skip, yeah. The 3 jump is harder than spring ball skip. The 4 jump, not so much, I don't think. Triple tap speed boost? No, if anything, it would make it infinitely worse. That doesn't really change much because the idea that Zos was going for is more speed to the left, but this bat, you still have to get underneath this bat. Right there. And that's a problem. So I don't think... So even if... I don't know if you could do a... I don't know. I mean, you might be able to do a clockwise low enough, like underneath the bat. That's the only thing I can think of that would help with. This good? No, I'm getting grabbed. Yeah. Like, it'd be nice if there's a way. Hold on, I gotta test a few things here. So that's more of an oval. Because I'm trying to figure out a shape to where it pushes the baby Metroid more to the right. Okay, so that's not the actual strat. I'm going for something else. This is a strat right here. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be going for this anytime soon because it's a death sentence. This, however, is something that I'm probably going to start maining. Because it's 2 seconds faster in this room, and then it's like a good 20 frames faster in this room. Or more, actually. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to miss it for sure because this is the most difficult part, the first jump. I think what's going to make it consistent is, as long as I remember, when I see the white background, I press run, jump. So it's like run, jump, run, jump. And I don't run any more than that or any less than that. So it's very, right after you press run, I feel like you have to press jump. I think that's what makes the trick work. Because the baby Metroid is coming down to Samus's level a little bit more before run is pressed. You press run, that speeds the baby Metroid up. Since the baby Metroid is on the trajectory that she was on before Samus pressed run, that creates more of a whip or a loop where you can start the actual jump rope shit, you know. And really, you only need a tiny bit of run being pressed. But I think you do need run pressed, though. So I was trying it without run, and this is what happens. So this is why run is so important. So even if you press run for a couple frames, that's all you need. You need run for just 5 frames, I feel like. And that's like the most important part of this first jump. How does this help on Fantoon, though? It doesn't. No, what you see TAS do is what TAS does is they jump, like a single jump, and then they arm pump. All the way to the, you know. How did I figure it out? Well, it all started in a dream. Oh, it's how do you find this baby skip? I was dreaming one night and God said, clockwise. And then in the dream, I punched Stashio in the face, and I took credit. Stashio found this. I mean, 2.5 seconds, that's pretty significant for a category like this. I mean, yeah, it's definitely looks a little risky because there's a lot of shit that can go wrong with this, I feel like. Especially since it's new as well. It just feels foreign. It's just a different baby skip. I think we can get this just as consistent as the other skip. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, this is kind of the new meta. I mean, this is now the fastest way to do it, and this is fairly consistent. You know, I mean, I'm still missing it from time to time, but I'm still working on it, of course. So this thing, I think you can make it more consistent by scraping the scree, but also you have all that extra lag and shit, and I don't want that. So I'm trying to like jump underneath it like that. That's the worst part that can happen. I've actually gotten out of that before to where I could still get the jump, but definitely that's the biggest concern. Or not jumping correctly there, of course, but just jump correctly forehead. That's what can go wrong. So that's why I want to start from here and get a feel for it with the music, and it'll be tough in a run. I'm going to miss it in runs. Okay, if your run's dead, you're not going to be doing this to bring it back to life. It's only 2.5 seconds. No, you guys are crazy. There we go. This is kind of fucking hard in a run. It's much different. So the new main is a 4 jump. So we're now maining 4 jump instead of maining 5 jump optimally. Because before, with the other skip, you would get a 5 jump and you'd be like, oh, nice, that was a super good skip. It can't really be much better than that with that setup. Now, if you go for this, you almost have to go for a 4 jump. You're not required. You can do an extra jump if you want, like if you're worried about it. But yeah. The 4 jump is free. If you're doing this setup, like the setup has to almost be the same every time so you don't get grabbed. You're probably just going to be able to do the 4 jump every time. Yeah, I mean, this is just my first practice session with it, really, so I mean, it seems fairly consistent, right? Of course, shit like that's gonna happen. Well, I need to really focus on the jump right after run button and the height of the jump. Those are the main things. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've picked it up fairly quickly. So it's probably going to be just as consistent as the other strat, honestly. And there's going to be other methods found. I bet there's going to be methods to where, like, oh, you do this, and then you set it up this way based on the Metroid, and then, like, you press run here. There's probably going to be consistent setups found. Look how fast this room is. That's like 30 frames. That's half a second, this room. Probably. Normally when tricks like this come out, they evolve quickly. And they change quickly. I feel like I'm gonna vomit doing this counterclockwise now. What the fuck? Oh, I feel sick. Really? That was a 135 with a good door transition. Holy shit. It might be worth testing this some more. Because that's a 161 door transition on that. Hold on. versus 181, 20 frames. Do you lose 20 frames with run speed? Oh. All right. Anything else I want to practice before I get into runs? Took a couple days off to reset my brain. It felt good. Game's easy. Why don't you finish it? Yeah, I don't know. Same reason you didn't finish high school? I don't know.